Most people admit to struggling with consistency at some point in their lives, and some say they have never been able to learn this valuable skill. And it is not as though the lack of potential is the challenge. Ever heard the saying that the tombs are the richest places on earth because so much wealth lies within them? This is factual, and the lack of consistency is among the top reason why potential gets buried in the ground. In this video, you are going to learn 10 proven steps that can help you stay consistent in all areas of your life. It doesn't matter whether your struggle is with maintaining motivation at work or just carrying on with those aspects of life that can make you a better person. Welcome to our channel, where we talk about issues relating to mental health, self-improvement, general medical problems, and the journey to overall wellness. We put out weekly videos on these topics, and our content is based on scientific research and our experiences as physicians practicing both Western and Eastern medicine. If this is something that appeals to you, be sure to like this video and stick till the very end to see if this is something you want to subscribe to. Without further ado, let's move on to the main topic: the struggle to be consistent. Step 1. Embrace a mindset shift. The very first step to take towards consistency is to change your mindset. Many people believe in quick fixes and immediate results, when in fact, the game of consistency requires time and effort. Seeing results would take some time because consistency involves changing some aspects of your life. This can be difficult, and therefore, you need time to embrace the change. The good news is that it doesn't take forever. So long as you set realistic goals and remain persistent, you will begin to see the result of your actions in no time. This mindset shift may involve setting new boundaries, even in your relationships. Important people in your life should be aware of these new changes, and they can help you stick to your commitments. In essence, having a growth mindset rather than a fixed one is the first step when practicing consistency. Step 2. Re-examine your goals. Sometimes, we get too carried away to realize that our dreams aren't even ours. It's hard to accept, but goals can be influenced by so many external factors that they become a reflection of what others have made you want, rather than what you are passionate about. The only way to determine what you are truly passionate about is by going over your goals to see which are truly made of your desires. Passion fuels consistency, so imagine how hard holding on to your dreams becomes when you don't have any real interest in them. Becoming certain that your dreams are yours naturally makes consistency easier to achieve. There is nothing wrong with leaning on external perspectives to fashion dreams. Just make sure that you can step aside for a moment and inspect those goals to be sure they are indeed what you want. Step 3. Narrow down your goals. This is necessary for simplicity's sake. Being consistent with your goals is often easier when these goals are realistic. The best approach is to focus on being consistent in one area of life and stick to it until you have made significant progress. For instance, if you are trying to achieve better organization, focus on developing that one skill before picking up the next on your list. A lot of times, you will find out that making good progress in the first skill makes it easier to win in the next. You pick up skills from dedicating focus to one goal, which helps better the flow of the next goal. Tackling too many goals at the same time can be too distracting and may even result in a mix-up of ideas. Instead, choose one particular goal, break it down into smaller parts, and practice being consistent with those milestones. Always applaud yourself each time you achieve a milestone, because that only means you are one step closer to the ultimate destination. But how do you stick to even the smallest of milestones if you have not created a system to help you reach your target? This brings us to step 4. Getting organized. Let's paint a picture. Imagine you have a reoccurring task that should take 30 minutes of your time each day, but you wake up each morning to a cluttered desk and calendar. Do you see how much of your performance the lack of physical organization could harm? You need to be able to manage your time so that you can focus on important tasks and get them done. Every successful goal in life is backed up by a systemic approach. Create a schedule using a planner so you are constantly reminded of what commitments should matter at a given time. At first, it might be difficult getting used to the new routine. Pick up the habit of placing reminders in visible locations around your workspace so you never forget your commitments. Step 5. Be accountable. The beauty of accountability when building consistency is the encouragement it provides. You can be accountable to a partner or even to yourself. When choosing an accountability partner, go for someone who can play the role of motivator and to whom you are equally willing to render the same support. Talk to your partner often and allow them to share your ideas, thoughts, and emotions. Your accountability partner helps you consider things from an objective perspective, and you need that encouragement in order to show up daily. Being accountable to yourself can also mean sharing your goals with people you trust. It could be a group of friends, your family, or even some colleagues at work. These people consistently remind you of your commitments. Although this technique involves more people, your goals remain yours to accomplish. Step 6. Handle your mistakes kindly. Mistakes are a part of life, so they are bound to happen regardless of how much effort you dedicate. In these moments, be kind enough to yourself to keep going. Rather than let your mistakes demotivate you, learn from them and pick up from where you currently are. Beating up yourself for errors in your consistency routine only drives results further away. Missing a single deadline doesn't mean you have damaged your streak forever. It is just another opportunity to forgive yourself and improve. Remember, some things are out of your control. The goal should be to keep delivering despite the setbacks. You will notice that you are handling mistakes better when you give your best in all you do. Pay more attention to your efforts and consistent performance rather than dwelling so much on outcomes. Step 7. Surround yourself with positivity. Especially in those moments when you seem to be falling behind with your goals, tapping into the positivity around you can be magical. Positive people naturally bring in their energy and everything else, and you need these kind of people to stay consistent. From your social media acquaintances to the people you listen to and read, be intentional about driving out negativity. Positive people serve as a source of motivation, and soon you'll find yourself performing tasks more efficiently. Step 8. Avoid burnout. Too many people get carried away by overperformance and work themselves to the point of exhaustion. This would hurt your goals. To avoid burnout while practicing consistency, you need to pace yourself and create time for things you love. It's always good to work hard, but you have to breathe and relax to see the results of your efforts. Like a marathon runner, the trick is in knowing that pacing yourself is the easiest way to avoid fatigue. An important part of pacing yourself is taking out some time daily to relax or do something you really love. It could be singing to a tune or maybe even taking a nap. Pick an activity that lifts your moods and spikes your productivity. Some of the world's most famous people who have been able to achieve impressive levels of consistency all engage in some creative activity to keep them refreshed. Taking some time to relax isn't you taking a break from your goals. You are simply rejuvenating to return with more zeal. Step 9. Learn to say no. Being preoccupied with the wrong things is among the most common reasons people fail to be consistent. On your journey to mastering consistency, you will have to practice saying no when necessary. It's futile to prioritize tasks only to ruin them by taking on other commitments that are pure distractions. Saying no means refusing yourself or other things that pull you away from your goal. Don't make promises you cannot fulfill or entertain requests that get in the way of commitments you've made. If you have to say no to reclaim your space and energy, do so without guilt. Step 10. Visualize the result. By reminding yourself of the reason for doing even the most boring tasks on your list, you self-motivate. Constantly tell yourself that the small tasks are necessary for big gains. Never compare the little efforts against the overall goal. Instead, give all tasks as much attention and remember that they are all part of the bigger picture. Visualizing your results helps you handle failures better since you sometimes see them even before they come. You stay open to changes, embrace challenges as they come, simply to achieve the desired results. It doesn't matter how insignificant a milestone is. By visualizing how it is a necessary part of the entire journey, you become motivated to put in the work. Keep a mental picture of your results, and you will find yourself naturally gearing towards hard work. These 10 steps are easy to follow if you increase your willpower and decide to put in the work, even on days you don't feel like it. Of course, it takes continuous practice and intention if you want to avoid distractions. That's where our bonus tip comes in. Motivational tools can help you build this willpower. You need to take advantage of them for encouragement on days when it feels like you're watching your goals slide. One example of motivational tools is technologies that let you automate tasks. Use them to ease yourself of the mental stress that comes with worrying about certain things. Online journals, organizers, and management tools can help you stay up to date with the details. Apps that help you focus and tune out the rest of the world are also invaluable in trying to stay consistent and achieve your goal. Burnout is the enemy of consistency, so it is important to free up your time and dedicate yourself to the task. Incorporate these tools to make your life simpler and more convenient. We have come to the end of this video on staying consistent, and hope you can practice the steps no matter the task you want to be consistent with. You can always come back to this guide when you struggle along the journey. Remember that lapses are normal, and what is most important is that you are not stuck seeking perfection. Are there any particular tasks that have helped you achieve consistency in the past? What was your favorite tip from today's video? Sound off in the comments and give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. And don't forget to subscribe for more content like this.